Right! Oh, I just spat all over me cards. Hopefully we're not filming in 4K this week. All right, my friends, welcome back to This Week on the Internet. Over the course of the last 7 days, a fella has bought a snake from Aldi. Logan Paul is apparently engaged. And a Mexican man has married a crocodile. All right, my friends, starting us off, I have to apologise. I have no script this weekend, just bullet points and vibes. I'm also very ill, and I have to leave in 40 minutes. So this is going to be a terrible, terrible episode. Alas, all the other ones are brilliant. So, starting off, there was this video of Hstikkytokky meeting Ivan Toney in Ibiza this weekend.
Hey, Ivan, I heard you. My friend told me you're the biggest bettor around. I need some betting advice, bro. Yeah. Betting advice on football. What you got? What tips you got for me?
Tips are, I bet you can't talk about 4 girls within 5 minutes.
Oh, but I think I can.
What are the odds? It's quite funny. Ivan Toney's actually very excited to see him. I don't know if he knows that he's filming, but he's coming up to him and telling him how much he's like, Mrs. loves these TikToks and whatever. It's an interesting one. Moving on. Okay, my friends, this week saw the launch of Threads. And the jury's still out on that, right? It's basically, you'll probably know by now, it is Instagram's version of Twitter. I don't like it, right? Like, people on Instagram, you're just supposed to look at them, right? You're not supposed to listen to what they have to say. So I don't think we should give them a voice. Alas, I am on Threads, and I have some things to say on there. So please go give me a follow. Also, we've launched a Discord. I don't know what use that is to anyone, but if you want to go and chat in the TWOTI Discord, we've got one. Okay, Logan Paul. He's engaged, apparently. Him and his now fiancée, Nina Agdal, were vacationing in Italy's Lake Como, and TMZ reckons they are now, well, he proposed. Interessant. Logan finally made the decision on whether to propose or not after wrestling with it for weeks. Terrible. Please like and subscribe. Moving on, there was a cricket drama this week. There was a naughty cricket wicket in the Ashes. I've looked into it, and it turns out cricket's proper fucking boring. So, as you can see here, one of our men, he stepped out of his crease. And then the Australian man hied the ball at the wicket, and oh no, our man is out. And my friends, we have been absolutely robbed by the Aussies there. But to be fair though, I mean, it is in their DNA. Moving on. Last week, MrBeast said he could start a new channel and get 20 million subscribers in 6 months. Probably could. I don't care. Honestly, I think I see that man more than my own penis at this point. Moving on. And sorry, this is a terrible, terrible episode. Do you know, right, I'm fucking sick of YouTube. You know how every week I'm like, oh, I can't say this because we won't get ads, right? YouTube have set TWOTI, right, the TWOTI channel. We could put a video, right, of a happy little frog, right? And it would just be 3 minutes of a happy little frog just dancing around, right? And YouTube would go, nah, it's not safe for ads, this, it's bad, it's not, you can't show it to kids, it's unsafe, right? Every video we upload on this channel gets instantly flagged to yellow ads, right? And I was talking to my fantastic partner manager, and he was saying, basically, our channel's been set, right, to that they can't trust anything we put up, because I misflagged a couple of videos earlier in the series, that now every video we post gets limited ads until they review it, right? Because the channel's new. I've posted nearly 1,000 videos on other channels, right? And they're all fine. It's still me. Rats. Absolute rats. So every video is getting demonetized at the minute, so I'm angry about that. Also this week, the Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk fight. Well, it turns out the Italians seem to want a pizza the action. And Elon has come out and said there is some chance the fight happens in the Roman Colosseum. Oh, I got a good joke. I've got a really good joke. Yain, what do you call a chicken that's seen a lettuce?
No idea.
Chicken Caesar salad. Also this week, Livvy Dunne. My friends, do you know who Livvy Dunne is? Do you know Livvy Dunne? Oh, Yain knows who Livvy Dunne is. She is a TikTok gymnast, and she came out this week on the Nelk podcast and said that Andrew Tate slid into her DMs.
Would you say was like the biggest person that's like DM'd you?
Andrew Tate.
Whoa. Oh my God.
What did he say?
He said, "Come to Europe, dear."
Ironically, that's the message Aidan Ross has been dreaming of for his entire life. One thing I would know, Andrew, is she's an incredibly nimble and flexible gymnast. I think she'd probably escape. Moving on. I hate when we do topics like this, right? So, Joesthetics, he's dead, right? So basically, a popular social media bodybuilder, like a fitness man, has died this week. Rest in peace. And then I've got to go back to, right, moving on. Oh, Logan Paul, he almost died while he was skydiving. Oh, sorry, we shouldn't, my friends, should we include topics where people die? Because if I just put them and then I go, right, and we'll go back to silly jokes, ruins the tone for the full fucking episode. Rest in peace, Joe. More Logan Paul news that I'm sure you care about. He came out and said he nearly died while skydiving recently. That is news that doesn't bode well for his new fiancée, Nina Agdal. Clearly, Logan's not great at tying the knot. All right, my friends, also this week, iDubbbz has revealed that Creator Clash 2 lost $250,000, he claims, due to piracy. I did see him then doing a stream, like a 24-hour stream, and he raised like 150 grand. So, I mean, you know, they're getting there. Does that mean the charity has to pay out 100 grand? I think they should. You know, if you want to reap the rewards, you should be willing to, you know, foot the costs. Bit of a weird one, this. Apparently, police in Japan are on the lookout for a serial urinal grate thief. I don't know how this works. But there's a man in Japan who's been going around, like, stealing a little grate from public men's bathrooms. It says here, the recent thefts occurred in Sapporo's Higashi Ward and Kita Ward, with a total of 16 urinal grates stolen. What is a urinal grate? Apparently the thefts are unusual because these kind of grates have little monetary value. They cost only 1,000 yen, so they're wondering if people are doing it for vandalism or because they're getting off on it. The Japanese police have said they are keen to flush out this kind of criminal activity, as it's proving to be a real drain on their resources. Moving on, my friends, meet Rachel Lewis here. She is from Chandler, Arizona, and has found success recently by selling piggy banks made out of real piglets. So apparently, she used to be a hairdresser. She's now a full-time taxidermist, which means you stuff dead animals, and she sources these pigs from farms that have like stillborn animals. Creep. That's the worst thing people have put their money into since Crypto Zoo. That's the worst animal people have. Forget it. Moving on. In more strange animal and human related news, a Mexican mayor has married an alligator this week, and he calls her Princess Girl. Apparently, it says here, the ritual is believed to bring good fortune to the mayor's people and is a reenactment of an ancestral tradition. The mayor is called Victor, and he said, "You can't have a marriage without love. I yield to marriage with the Princess Girl." Apparently, the priest told Victor that he's not allowed to consummate the marriage with the alligator. What a crock block. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, actually, live news. Kingpin has gone under, or has it? Apparently, they've run out of money and they cancelled their next two events of the tournament, which is a bit of a shame. I was really quite enjoying that. I really like the tournament format. I think it makes sense. But apparently it didn't make sense because they went bust. However, Jake Paul or DAZN might be picking it up and funding it, which I think would be very good. Very nice. Moving on. There was a man called Neville Linton this week, and he was surprised to find a ladder snake in a batch of broccoli bought from Aldi in Stourbridge, Dudley. Mr. Linton described the experience as frightening and mentioned his discomfort with snakes. The snake was then safely taken to Dudley Zoo after the incident. Poor fucker, though. I mean, the snakes who I feel sorry for in this, like ladder snakes come from Portugal. That poor fucker's ended up in the West Midlands. Oh, he's been offered compensation, but he's not happy with the amount. Good. My friends, that's the end of this episode. Sorry it was a bit rushed and terrible. Please leave a like, give us a big subscribe, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.